Hi lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit, and I apologize for the lighting. It's like 6 o'clock at night, so it is so dark outside right now. The lighting I have is this little chandelier thing that I want to get rid of. I honestly want to replace all the lighting in my house, so it's very yellow in here and I'm not liking it right now, but this is what we have to work with. And I could have filmed this tomorrow, but I wanted to sit down and film because I got my Sephora package right after the savings event sale. They came out with a 20% off coupon for everybody. So this is my Hello Again Rouge package because, as I had mentioned in my Sephora haul video, I was very, very close to hitting Rouge. I think I was like literally $25 away. Like, it had jumped between like 87 and then 25. So it was somewhere in between there, but I think I only needed one of the items in here to actually get me to that. But I did place an order for a few things because I figured even though 20% isn't the greatest, it's better than 15. So I grabbed a couple of things that I had been eyeing during the sale that I didn't actually pick up because I didn't want to purchase them for only 15% off. So we are going to dive on into this little box. I did place an order for 3 items. All right, let's see what we have. So the first thing that I am like the most excited about, because I have been wanting this for years, like since it dropped, this is the Benefit Butterfly Blush. I don't know if this ever came in a box or if it just came the way that it is right now, but it is what it is. There's a little piece of tape keeping it closed, so let's try and poke through this. It has been so long since I have bought a Benefit blush, and Butterfly, the orange one, has been one that has been on my list, like I said, since the beginning, and I've only like recently really been wanting to get into more of like the orange toned looks. So I figured there was only a few left apparently. And this looks very pretty. So I'm really excited I'm gonna swatch it, which, ooh, it's a shimmer. There's a shimmer to it. I think I'm gonna like this. I think I do, I think I do. What am I talking about? I do really like the Rare Beauty one. So I think I could probably pair the two together. I think they would go very well together. I like that it is more of an orange and not so much on the peachy side. Again, with this lighting, we'll have to see in the daytime how it looks, but I'm super excited to finally actually have this in my collection now. And I think I should be good on orange blushes. I'm still craving that like plum purple, but we'll get there one day. For now, I'm happy with this. But yeah, it said that there was only a few left, so I decided to pick it up. My store didn't carry it, so I did have to wait, but that's okay. There is that. And then I got this Say product here. This is the the Glowy Super Gel. And I got this in the shade Star Glow. Now, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this. If I wanted this, I was debating it, like I said, during the Sephora sale. Just gonna pump up the tiniest amount, which, you know, ends up being more than just a tiny amount. But like, it's beautiful. I had swatched it when I was in store. It was super pretty. It's just this very, like, you can see the glow right there. Gorgeous. We'll have to see how it works for me. I'm gonna try it a few different ways. I'm gonna try it like under my foundation, see how that looks just over a primer. I'm definitely gonna have to wear like something over it, but I'm also going to try it as like a highlight before I powder anything on my face, so over my foundation. We're gonna give this a go and see how this is. I haven't heard too much about it, but I did, the very few things that I've heard are good. So I decided to just pick up a mini size instead because I didn't need to go pick up a full size and then end up not liking it as much as I was kind of hoping that I would. And then last but not least, before we get to the little like promo things, samples that are in here, I picked up a Fenty lip product, and this is the Gloss Bomb Stick in the shade Blazed Donut. I remember kind of looking at this, but not really, a little while back. And then when I was in Sephora about a week before the actual sale happened, my friend, because when I had gone to Ottawa, she was who I was with, and we were talking about trying to find me like that perfect, nude shade. She thought I would absolutely love this, so we swatched it out a little bit. And I'm not going to swatch it right now, but I think this is like super pretty. When I swatched it, I was like, I think this color is going to do me very, very well. I've never tried any of the Fenty lip products in general. Actually, I was just going to say these ones, but honestly, I don't think I've ever tried a Fenty lip product, so I'm really excited to actually try this out. And I think maybe tomorrow will be the day that I test this out. But I am super excited about it, and I am happy that I purchased this. This was one that I wanted to get during the sale, but I knew that that 20% was coming up. So I wanted to wait and hold off for that, or I was going to push it even further and wait until the spring sale, because now that I am rouge once again, I will have 20% off next year. So I guess there's a small bonus to that. I don't remember picking out the Easy Bake powders from, nope. I think I picked out a perfume, but either way, I already have 2 of these, and I actually have not reached for them at all. They're still sitting in my drawer. I do have the full size of the Ube birthday cake. However, I only have used that a couple of times. My plan was to use that in the summer when I was tan a little bit more, but of course I did not. So I would like to try, I think it's this one here, Sugar Cookie, Pound Cake, and even Cherry Blossom. So these 3 lighter shades, just to see how brightening they are under the eyes. So again, I do have now 3 of these little packets. So I think it should last me a little while. I just need to remember to actually reach for them, because that's a thing I never remember to do. And then I ended up getting, I love how large this is. This is the sample of the Gucci, some type of foundation. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it because I will not be able to do that. But these are the 5 shades that come with it. So I think I am definitely the lightest. Which is 120 and fair. The next is 220W fair medium, which I don't think I'm going to be able to wear at all. Maybe in the summer, but I have lost a lot of that tan. Yeah, I'm definitely not really fair medium. So anyways, just the first shade. I'll test it out, see why not. I don't mind testing out some of these like higher end foundations, but I never really purchase them because I just like don't see the point in spending the money on them when I have like drugstore foundations that I absolutely love. However, sometimes when the sales come around, I'm like, I could test it out, but if I really love it and fall in love with it, I don't want to pay full price for it later on. So it's a whole thing, but why not try it out, see how it goes. But those are the items that I got, and I'm actually really excited about all 3 of these. I was, debating throwing in a couple extra products, but I really did not need to do that right now. So I just needed enough to get me to rouge, and like I said, I'm pretty sure only one of these would have done that for me. But I am happy that I have all 3 of them. I'm really curious about this because, like I said, I haven't had too many people, I haven't heard too many people talk about it. So I am curious to see what it's going to be like as just like a very, like a cream liquid highlighter or whatever, and also over primer under my foundation. And I'm excited to have this butterfly blush. Finally, after years, I finally got it. And then the Fenty Gloss Bomb, whatever it's called, in Blaze Donut, I think it's going to be super pretty tomorrow. So we're going to test that out. I'm really excited about it. So rouge, I am back. I've been away for the last 2 years, and now we are here. So we'll see what happens next year. I'm going to try not to really reach rouge. That's kind of what I've been doing. But last year I hit I was looking through my orders, and the last order that I actually placed in 2024 was like August. Like I didn't even purchase during the savings sale last year, back in the fall time. I did during the spring, but that was it. I did really, really well on holding back. So we're going to see if I can do that again next year. But again, if I hit that like $350 limit to actually get me to VIB, I try to stick as close to possible to that, because if I end up this far and, outside of that, I'm like, I might as well just keep on going and eventually get rouge and whatnot. I don't want to like waste all of that money. So here we are. So yeah, that's it. Just a very simple little haul. Just what got me back to rouge this year. We'll see how next year goes. I definitely think I'd rather spend my money on like products that I can't necessarily get at Sephora. And with Sephora Canada, there's certain things that you can't get that you can get in the States and all of this other stuff. So we'll see what happens next year. But I do get 20% off. So hopefully I can rein it in a little bit next year. All right, well, that is it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize. This was kind of like a boring video. I'm really tired. And like I said, it's dark outside now. It's that time of year. So we're going to close her up. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye.